Scott Hughes, Glenn Hunt. Scott and Glenn at Home Time.
Century Radio.
Jordan Knight, you're back together for the very first time in nearly a decade and a half. You've been hard at work on your new album since 1994. Now, did you feel like you've never been away from the group? Or was it easy to get back into the old routine? Or was it, in all honesty, a little bit weird?
It was weird for all of like 10, 15 minutes. It seemed really surreal. But we worked so much together in the past that we all kind of fell into place and took on our individual roles in the group. And it was apparent that, the magic could return if we worked hard enough.
This new tour as well, obviously you've all grown up a little bit. You're a lot older now. Is it as energetic as the stuff you did before, or have you calmed it down a little bit? Or
it's a little more thought out. We're not as wild as we were, on stage, more planned out, I guess. The steps, I think, are better. The steps are smoother. The steps are more intricate. But we definitely put out a lot of energy out there. We're not walking on stage and just, living off our past or walking through the steps. We're going for it.
Right, John Knight from New Kids on the Block. We just spoke to your brother Jordan, and one of the first questions we wanted to ask you is, how is it working with your brother?
We get along great. I mean, we've been together ever since we were little kids. I mean, we shared a bedroom when we were babies and shared a bedroom in middle school and high school. If I didn't work with him, it would probably be weird because, my whole life I've been around him.
What are you most looking forward to about your forthcoming tour then in the UK?
I'm looking forward to getting back to an English-speaking country. We're down in Mexico right now. It's kind of different when you're singing to people and you don't know if they really understand what you're saying.
Joey, you were traditionally seen as the baby of the group. Obviously, you're all grown up now. Do you still get tarnished with the old image, or is it all very different for you nowadays?
You have to ask the fans. Maybe they've moved on to other new kids, or maybe they still see me as the baby, or the boy bands are much more complicated than people give them credit for,
You can have fun, surely, though, winding up the other members of the group.
Yes. I feel like, I'm much younger than them. I got 4 years on most of them, but, that's a lot of years when you're in your 30s,
Donnie Wahlberg, you've been in some pretty big blockbuster movies. How does it compare performing on stage and acting?
I suppose being on stage is more natural. There are highs and lows in both. It's a really tough question, especially the way you phrase it as blockbuster movies. It's always good to be in a blockbuster movie as opposed to a dud. So I guess being in a blockbuster is very comparable in thrill to being on stage in front of, the amount of people we've been playing in front of in the States. I guess right now I'm having the time of my life, so I would lean slightly towards being on stage.
Hey, well, listen, Donnie, it's great to talk to you, and we do wish you well with the tour when you get to the UK.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get over there. I actually had the pleasure of obviously being there many times, but I got to live in London, in fact, for about a year while I was shooting Band of Brothers, and to be there without the hysteria and, and the new kids and all that stuff, and be there on my own and have a bicycle and get to know the city so well and take the tube everywhere. It was really a spectacular experience, and I love going over there, and I can't wait to get back.
Right, Danny Wood, tell us about your concert. What can we expect from the five of you? Any special surprises that you can tease us with at this stage?
I don't know about special surprises, but it's definitely, dancing from top to bottom of the show, and we do all the old stuff sprinkled with some of the new stuff off the album, The Block, and it's a show. It's a great show. It's been getting great reviews over here, so we hope you guys like it over there.
Scott and Glenn at Home Time. Scott Hughes, Glenn Hunt.
Music you just have to sing along to.
Century Radio.